Hello and welcome back to the Inter Realms, and we're going to do something a little different today. We are going to be joining Coblekay, one of our fantastic players here on the Inter Realms, and also a fellow content creator. And we're going to go and explore some of her builds, see what she's been doing, and just highlight one of our own whilst we continue work on this area. So if you haven't already, make sure to go and subscribe to Cobble. She's an absolutely amazing builder, and we are very privileged to have her here on our server, and I'm sure you'll be blown away by her builds. But without much further ado, let's head over and meet Cobble. Hi Cobble!
Hi Jurassic.
How are you?
I'm good.
Right, for the viewers who maybe don't know you or haven't seen so much, please tell us a little bit about yourself and your wonderful starter base.
Okay, well, I'm Coblekay. I joined Inter Realms last year, and everyone on the servers asked to do like a little starter base, and this was mine. This little turtle.
And why did you decide on a turtle like this?
Well, I was looking at the island, and there's a lot of builds, and I thought that it'd be best to try build in the water, just to give myself a little bit of space.
Yeah.
And obviously that got the cogs going, and I was thinking, ooh, maybe I can build like a turtle and then have a little house on top.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much it.
And it's stunning, by the way. It's really absolutely
you.
beautiful. And
Thank
I
you.
think it just really sits really nicely in this little cove, and you've done a really nice way of bringing it in, and obviously the little key there for people, and the turtle. What is it? Turtle, tortoise, fin.
Let's go with turtle.
So, no, it's awesome. It's like so beautifully done, and obviously we'll see in some of the other builds we look at today. There's a very skilled builder in our presence today.
Thank you. I knew it was going to be my starter base and my very first house on the server, so I wanted to make sure that it was all materials that were easy to get.
Yeah.
So you've got the sandstone,
Yeah.
and just like the wood, and yeah, if you have a good look at it, it's all very easy blocks to get very early on. Right. Welcome to my totally awesome base.
Oh, that's awesome. With your shag pile here.
Yeah. My 70s rug that I've got going on here.
Very nice. Very cozy.
This is my little kitchen.
Oh, you can bake some fresh bread for us as well. That's amazing.
Yep.
We can have that.
Yep.
We can have that before we head off to the next build.
And then up here is just a little bed.
Ah.
And I kept the pumpkin from the first dragon fight.
Oh, okay. Got it. Safety first, eh? And then you got like a little storage room over here.
Yeah, just very basic first storage room.
Yeah, nice.
And that's it, really.
Ah, it's beautiful. Beautiful.
So I had a base on the server, and then I realised that I needed some diamonds.
As
so I
we
wanted
all do.
to make a shop. Yeah, exactly. So this is the big shop that I came up with, and I also made this little shop over here.
Yep.
I was trying to go for things that wasn't already at hand on the server.
Yeah.
And one thing that I realised was missing was food. So I wanted to make a food shop.
A food
and
shop.
This is what I came up with.
A giant, beautiful build of a ramen restaurant.
Yes. So I knew that pork was something that I could get my hands on really easily with a really easy farm. And I was trying to think of different foods that are pork related, and I came up with ramen. So this is the stock market, like stock, like soup.
Yeah, love it. I love that banner design that you've done using the different banners to make the multiple one on the side there.
I think it's like cafe.
Just the level of detail that you've put into this is like absolutely amazing. Like it's such a beautiful build at the end of our like shopping strip.
So this is where the park comes in.
Yep.
And because I called it the stock market and I was going for that kind of theme, I thought it'd be really fun to have a little soup dispenser.
Ah, nice. Yeah.
So this is Stew. This is one of those builds that I knew probably wasn't going to do very well diamond-wise.
Yeah.
But I had the theme and I just wanted to go for it.
Yeah. It is beautiful, and I love like the attention to detail. Again, the banners with the like noodle bowl of noodles, like to take the time to do those sort of things is really amazing. Use of signs up there as well. And you've also got like the chains with the lanterns. Oh, well, this is like just amazing. So beautiful.
Thank you. I can't take credit for this banner. I found it online, but it went well with the shop.
We all find things online. What is it? Yep. Imitation is the greatest compliment or something?
Yeah, something along that line.
And you've even got seating outside so we can enjoy looking out over the shopping district.
This was my contribution to the Halloween area. This is the entrance. So this is where people will come in from the portal.
Yeah, nice.
I was asked to do a small witch hut, and it's a little bigger than I think people had in mind.
Well, sometimes they say bigger is better.
Mm-hmm. Pixie really went for it. She took that on board.
So you were part of a build team with Pixie, Cubsy, Troj, and who else to build sort of this
Turtle,
Halloween?
I believe.
Yeah, to build the sort of Halloween entrance area, I guess, for the build competition that we had on here.
Yeah.
And your sort of primary build was this beautiful witch hut amongst these other gorgeous builds.
Yeah, there's a couple of builds spotted around, but the main one was the witch hut.
Nice. It's just like, how was it working in a build team to sort of build this area out?
It was really good. We wasn't always like on the server together at the same time, but our ideas kind of aligned.
And then through here, we go into the build competition area where everyone got a plot of land and to build like a Halloween themed build, not necessarily having be beautiful or aesthetic. It could be thoughtful, redstone, all kinds of different things. And you did a build here as well.
Yes. I'd just done the witch hut, which was like a building, so I didn't really fancy doing a building again.
Yeah.
So I thought that I would go for something organic.
Okay.
And I'd been watching a lot of Stranger Things. I knew I wanted to do a monster under the bed, and where the Stranger Things bit comes in, I thought it'd be really cool to have a demogorgon under the bed. Yeah, so this is my very creepy, fleshy build. And you can see that the dripstone really came in handy here.
Yes, yeah, it's amazing, like having to use different blocks to facilitate the viewer in terms of what you're trying to achieve with the build, isn't it? And dripstone really works well for those sort of gnashy little teeth.
Yep.
And then you've got a little person looking out from under the bed as well.
Yeah, you can just see the eyes peeking out.
And what's the main block? Is it mushroom blocks?
So it's mushroom blocks and dripstone.
Yeah.
And then I think it's like grey terracotta, or is that white terracotta? I can't remember what that's called. My favourite thing about this build, and it's a little subtle, but it's the saliva.
Yeah.
That's dripping down.
Just to make it even more gross. So we're over here at the gaming district Nether Portal entrance, and I understand you did a little bit here as well.
Yeah, Yeah, this was mainly Turtle, which did a great job. But my contributions were this little popcorn cart here.
Very nice.
This stall with the armor stands, little water shooting stall.
I've just noted the gas tiers at the back for water.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's so well done.
There's actually quite a lot of armor stands just in this little area.
It's amazing, and Turtle has done a phenomenal job here as well.
Yeah, she knocked it out of the park.
Like using all the mini blocks and stuff is really cool. And you did the scary clown?
Yes, I did. We needed an entrance, and yeah, a scary clown seemed to fit well.
and Doylin helped out as well, I believe, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he did this magic here, this little light show.
This has a really trippy feel with my my shaders on it. Looks like stunning, and this whole area just leads to like the gaming district. Just has such a good feel about it, and you know exactly what it is from the moment you enter.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I love it.
Right, and over here you did this this beautiful hide and seek house.
It's currently decorated for Halloween. Right, so everyone was doing amazing games, and I couldn't think of anything, but I knew I could build a house. So building a house and just making loads of hiding places just seemed to make sense to me. So.
Yeah. It's absolutely beautiful, and I know when everyone was playing this, everyone was just blown away by all of the detail and like you squeezing in all of these like hiding places. Like people just and I don't think anyone found all of them. So you know, you're constantly finding these new places to hide.
Yeah. Which I think is good for like the longevity of the game.
Yeah.
Like people keep wanting to play, which is nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, one of the more recent additions that I did for Halloween was the basement.
Yeah.
So I'll show you this.
Nice.
And I'll show you an example of a couple of hiding places. So this is like a spooky cellar.
Yeah. This is where you keep your skeletons, right?
Exactly. And this is an example of one of my favourite hiding places.
Yeah.
So if you pop in here and you look down to the left, you can see a minecart.
Okay. Oh, wow.
And if you click it, you're in a hiding spot. And if you crouch, nobody can see you.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's cool.
And then you have to just press the button and pop out.
And you've also made a way for people to get out. That's very kind.
Yeah, exactly. And I will show you my second favourite spot.
Yeah, go on.
And it's actually upstairs. So we have to go all the way up here.
Oh, at least we get to see more of this beautifully designed house. Considering this isn't your base, this is just for a mini game. This is just insane how much attention to detail.
This might be more finished and complete than my actual base.
Well, you know, we've got time.
But if you want to just press that toilet holder there.
Shut up. I did not know about that one. That is hilarious.
Yeah, I love it. And if you go inside, the door closes behind you as well. So you can just...
Oh, press the button.
Press that button.
Ah, nice.
Yep.
Awesome. That's amazing. I did not know about that one.
That's just an example of a couple of the crazy hiding spots that's in this place.
And there's just so many rooms as well, and so many like nooks and crannies as well that look like possible hiding areas. This is it was just such a very well thought out build.
Everyone always goes for the painting. They always think that it's gonna be like a painting.
Well, I know there's one here, isn't there? Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's
honestly, they're everywhere.
Yep, there's one right there. Okay.
Yep.
Show off.
You just hit this notebook and bam.
Yeah, nice. Awesome. Yeah, amazing build once again, Cobble. Like, I have to say, this is still one of my favorite builds just because it's It's interactive. It's got so much detail. So many like places where you just think there should be something. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, thank you. It was my favourite part was watching everyone play it.
Yeah, it's always nice seeing people interact and sort of walk around and just appreciate the effort that's gone in. Sometimes especially when you're playing single player and not putting any content out, it's just you, me, myself, and I. Whereas being on a multiplayer and seeing other people interact with things and getting shown on content and that sort of thing, it really fulfills the heart, I guess.
The next big project that I was part of was in the Christmas district.
Yeah.
I really wanted to build a train, which kind of makes sense why this is a train track here.
So then you've done the back of the train for the portal from Nether Tunnel?
Yeah, we wanted the entrance to the Christmas district to be a train.
Yeah.
So this is a little bit of a preview, but it is a lot smaller than the actual train ended up being. So this is the interior for the train. As you can see, you walk straight into it from the portal.
Very Christmassy.
Yep. Lots of red and green.
Yeah, nice. Ooh.
On this side, there's a little train station, which I believe Otter built.
Nice.
I was again part of another building team for this, and it was made up of Otter and Eleni and Terry.
You seem to be like the first port of call for any build team. There might be something in that. Might be a reason for that.
Yeah. If there's a build team, I just like to jump on it. Yeah. We were told that we just needed something small, a place for people to come and swap presents.
Yeah.
And it kind of got out of hand, like it does on the Inter Realms.
Yeah.
Yep. So if you come back here, this is kind of like the best way to view the train.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's just stunning. And that smoke.
Thank you.
Did you hire Scar to do that smoke texture? Because that is next level smoke.
Thank you. I did take a little bit of inspiration from his smoke.
And that train just looks stunning. Like everything looks well proportioned, and like the carriages, the wheels, the sort of parcel train at the back, carriage. Just beautifully done. Beautifully done.
Thank you. I took inspiration from the Polar Express and the Hogwarts Express. So this is the Inter Realms Express.
Nice. Yeah, and this whole area has turned out absolutely amazing. Considering it's just a preliminary build for this year now, you guys have done another amazing job at making it feel very winter wonderland.
I also built the Santa factory.
Yeah.
The Santa workshop.
Nice.
I think that's what we were calling it.
Like, do you actually sleep? Because you must be constantly building.
Well, I saw like an industrial factory, and I just wanted to tweak it to fit in with this this little medieval Christmassy village we've got going.
Yeah. And
for a bit of like whimsical magic, I thought it'd be really cool to have the different coloured smoke coming out the top.
Yeah.
Because I hadn't done enough glass placing with the train, apparently.
Yeah, you really like to make your life difficult, eh? It's an incredible build, and I'm looking forward for us to be back here for winter 2025 and developing this area even more. Although it feels kind of very well filled already, but I'm sure we can add to this and make it another extra winter wonderland.
So my base has a little bit of like a scientific feel about it.
Yeah. /
magic, it's bordering that line.
Okay.
So I wanted to include that in my tunnel. So I've got like almost veins of the crying obsidian running through.
Yeah.
It's not
not the safest.
It's not very safe. It's not the safest tunnel, no. You'll get the odd ghast.
It looks so cool, really does.
So my base has had a little bit of less work done to it, because this is going to be a long-term project that I'm chipping away at.
But I'm not surprised seeing how much work has gone into the rest of your project, like that you haven't spent so much time here.
I wanted the mountain to rise up, and I wanted it to feel as if it had been ripped out of the ground by magic or science. Law pending, and it's floated into the sky. And the plan is to have some like chains holding it down.
Okay, nice.
Um,
And that's a fully custom built flying island.
yes, this was done. I built this on my creative server.
Yeah.
And I used World Edit for the actual island.
Yeah.
And I made sure I had like a little bit of a flat top so that I could do all the custom terrain on top. And and I built this all here on the server in survival.
So what sort of aesthetic or style of build are you planning on doing here?
So my plan is kind of like, it's going to be very similar palette wise for the rest of the build, but it's going to be almost as if a scientist lived here and adapted part of the castle into like different things. So there's going to be like a big telescope on there, and there's going to be some things like that.
Nice.
And a few different themes mixed in there as well.
Well, when you get to complete this, we'll head back and look at how stunning it's going to be. Because if it tracks like anything else you've done, this is going to be an absolute stunning build. And then we've got one last build to show off. So your final build for today.
There was a little post saying that we needed an Enderman farm.
Yeah.
So I thought, yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, and you did this.
Yes. Believe it or not, that is an Enderman farm.
It's absolutely insane.
Thank you.
Like,
thank you.
How did you even come up with this design?
Like, my thought process for this was, I've built a couple of Enderman farms.
Yeah.
And I've tried to build things around them before, and it's always a pain because they just teleport everywhere.
Yeah.
They spawn on blocks. And there's a couple of blocks that they can't spawn on.
Yeah,
and one of them is leaves.
Nice.
And that's pretty much where the idea came from. And then also we have the new pale oak wood.
Yeah.
The pale wood. And another thing that you need for Enderman farms is 3 layers of snow if you don't want them to teleport.
Okay.
So it just kind of all came together and made sense in my head.
Yeah, because I was wondering if, because I think in the Lord of the Rings there's the white tree, in The Witcher I think there's a white tree, like there's quite a few sort of lore fantasy things with white trees, but
yeah,
it was more the block choices rather than those sort of things.
Yeah, it was more the block choices for this one. I knew it needed to be covered up, and I wanted it to, I didn't want the drawbacks and the mechanics of the Enderman farm to ruin the build. I wanted it to all feel like cohesive, and I think it just came together and made sense.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely stunning. And the pathway, I understand, reads Enderman Farm in Minecraftish or whatever the language is.
Yeah, the old Minecraft enchanting language. If you're that old enough, the enchantment tables didn't always tell you what you were getting. It was these symbols, and it reads Enderman Farm.
And I like how you've used like the crying obsidian to sort of give like a lifeblood through the tree, I guess, in a way. That's how I interpret it. It's got like that. It shows depth to it. It adds the obsidian, or the crying obsidian, in the purple background of the end. It's just so well done, Cobble. And
thank you.
The tree just looks voluminous as well. Trees can be very difficult to do, and on this scale, just it's incredible. Well, thank you
Yeah.
very much, Cobble, for showing us some of your builds and giving us a bit more of a talk through how they are. It's been absolutely amazing, like blown away every single time you do something, and you are truly an amazing builder, and we are so
Thank
so
you.
very lucky to have you on our server.
Thank you. Thanks for letting me show off my
Go wild.
builds. Yeah.
Just build it small next time. Make your life easy.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen, let's be honest.
No. I don't know how to build small.
But thank you once again, and I look forward to seeing many, many more builds in the future.
No worries. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, I get easily sidetracked.
Squirrel.
Sorry, was you gonna say something?
I said squirrel, getting distracted.
Oh, right. I didn't know you said squirrel, so like. Okay, right. Yeah, definitely.